For the next question, determine the mass of the heaviest uniform cylinder that can be supported in the position shown without exceeding a stress of 50 MPa in cable BC, and then neglect friction and the weight of bar AB. The cross-sectional area of BC is 100 mm squared daw. So, mass of the heaviest uniform cylinder, ito yan. Yan kasi yung cylinder. So, di ba, meron siyang weight dyan na mag-a-act sa gitna. Sabihin natin W. Ayan. But again ha, mass yung tinatanong. So, kapag naka-express in newtons yung sagot natin, i-convert pa natin siya into mass. So, gagawin natin is, first, we have to draw the free body diagram para sa cylinder. So, kapag yung cylinder lang, meron siyang point of contact dito, saka sa point na to. So, yung normal reactions natin para sa circular body, mag-a-act dyan sa points of contact. So, FBD ng cylinder, parang ito yan. Ayan, tapos ito yung cylinder. Palakihin natin. So, di ba, meron siyang normal force dito. Sa point of contact na yan, sabihin natin normal force ABC. Let's say this is point D. And then, ito naman point E. So, normal force at D. Tapos, ito naman, normal force at E. So, yung normal force, always yan, perpendicular sa surface. So, normal force at E. Ayan. And then, meron ding weight. W. So, sa FBD ng cylinder, notice na makukuha natin yung normal force at point E by summing up forces vertical. So essentially, to sum up forces vertical, kailangan alam natin yung components ng either components or yung angle ng NE. So parang ito yan. Draw natin ulit yung inclined member AB. Yan, ito yung member AB. 6 plus 4, parang yung hypotenuse niya is 10. So, draw natin yung triangle. Ayan. Hypotenuse is 10. The the horizontal distance is 6. Ayan. And then, what is the vertical distance? Makukuha natin yan by Pythagorean theorem. So, square root of 10 squared minus 6 squared, we have 8. So, this is in the ratio of a 3-4-5 triangle pala. Ayan. And then, our reaction at E, naka-perpendicular yan. So, draw natin. Ayan, naka-perpendicular. So, this is at a right angle. Now, diba, if this is theta, yung angle na lang yung i-explain ko. If theta yan, with respect to the horizontal, then this is also equal to theta. Diba? I hope agree lang. And then, notice, na we can draw a vertical line sa point na to. Draw tayo ng vertical line. Ayan. So, kapag theta yan, di ba, pwede na siyang extend para makita niyo yung triangle. Ayan. So, kapag theta yan, I hope agree lang na this would be 90 minus theta, or sabihin na lang natin alpha. And then alpha is equal to 90 minus theta. So 90 minus theta, since parang ano kasi yan, right angle kasi yan. So 180 degrees yung total interior angle ng triangle. So if this is alpha, ano yung magiging angle na to? Ayan. Yung angle na yan, ilan ba yan? Diba, alam natin na this is perpendicular. So this total angle must equal 90. So kapag alpha yan, then this must be equal to theta. I hope agree lang. So theta, alpha, 90 minus theta, and then ito naman, theta lang din yan. Para theta plus alpha, magiging 90. So, yan yung explanation ko dyan. So, essentially, the angle with respect to the vertical is equal to theta. Pero, kapag with respect to the horizontal, para sa line na to, for the normal reaction at E, ayan, this is also 90 degrees. So, if this is theta, then this is alpha. Ayan. Now, by preference na yan, kung ano yung mas gusto mong gamitin. Whether with respect to the vertical or with respect to the horizontal. But ako, mas gusto ko yung with respect to the horizontal. So, yung reaction at E pala, this one, pwede kong i-draw yung angle with respect to the horizontal. Gawin na lang natin broken line. Ayan. So, this angle pala, ibang kulay naman, this is equal to alpha. Which is 90 minus theta. So, since alam ko na yung alpha, makukuha ko na yung components niya. In terms of angle na lang, hindi na lang ratio yung gagamitin ko, since yung angle naman yung in-explain ko dito. So, let's try to solve, let's try to solve theta. So, yung theta natin is arctangent, opposite over adjacent. Opposite is 8. Adjacent is 6. Ayan. So, yung angle natin, angle theta is 53.13. 53.13 degrees. And then, alpha naman is 90 minus this value. So, 90 minus 53.13, we would have 36.87. Again, this is arctangent of 8 divided by 6. Ayan. So, 36.87 degrees pala yan. So, yung normal force at E, meron siyang vertical and horizontal components. Ito yung horizontal component to the left and upward yung direction niya. So, ito rin yung vertical component. Ayan. So, this would be NE, and then multiplied by sine of 36.87. Diba? Kasi vertical. Kaya gusto ko yung with respect to horizontal para gagamit ako ng sine para sa y component, and then cosine naman para sa x component. So ito naman, this is parang NE cosine of 36.87. Ayan. I hope agree lang sa components. And then, makakagawa na tayo ng equation para sa NE. Now, later na lang, later. So, summation of forces along Y equal to 0, we would have W acting downward yan, so minus W. By the way pala, sa point na to, dyan tayo magsasum up ng forces. Kasi lahat ng forces dito, yung mga normal forces, mag-a-act yan toward the center of the circle. So, minus W, then plus NE, sine 36.87 equals 0. So, W is equal to, ano yung value ng sine 36.87? Diba, 0.6. So, W pala is equal to 0.6 of the normal force. Ayan. I hope agree lang. Now, saan galing yung 0.6? Yung 0.6, pwede lang yan maging 5/3. Tingnan nyo. Wait lang. 0.6 ba yan? Sine 0.87. For a while, 6, 8, 10. Tama ba yung with respect to the horizontal? Ito. 8/6. Okay. Reciprocal pala. Reciprocal pala nito. W equals yes. Kasi in terms of NE dapat. Kaya pala. Wait lang. Tama lang yan. 0.6 NE. Pero in terms of W, NE in terms of W, this is W divided by 0.6. 1/0.6. Ito pala. 5/3. NE is equal to 5/3 of W. Ayan. Explain ko lang bakit yan naging 0.6. Yung sine 36.87. Diba, yung ratio ng triangle natin is ito. Pwede natin siyang i-reduce into 3, parang 3, 4, 5 triangle. Ayan. So, ito yung para sa angle theta with respect to the horizontal. Yung alpha kasi parang opposite lang yan. Kasi diba, naging opposite siya. 90 minus theta kasi siya. So, yung ratio pala ng triangles, ayan, diba, 4 yung vertical, 3 naman yung horizontal. Para sa line na to, yung magiging 4, ito na, yung horizontal na, and then vertical na yung 3. And then ito naman yung 5. Kaya kapag kukunin mo yung vertical component ng NE, you would have to multiply by the vertical component, vertical distance, 3 divided by the hypotenuse, which is 5. So, essentially, ito yung ratio ng triangle. In-include ko na lang yan kasi ito kasi yung mga tinuturo ng books. Lalo na sa mga solution manuals nila. But again, depende na yan sa preference mo whether you want to use angles or ito na lang. Baguhin mo na lang yung ratio ng triangle. So, para yung NEY. NE along Y. Medyo mahaba na yung sidetrack natin. Balik tayo sa problem. So, again yung gusto nating force is, yung mga binigay pala na allowable is for BC. Ito. So we have to draw the FBD of the whole structure din pala. But essentially, pwede mo yung i-cut. Yung cable BC, i-cut natin. So maglalabas na yung internal force BC. So for the whole structure, ito na lang yung i-draw natin. Yan. Kasi yung reaction dyan sa hinge equal lang naman sa force ng cable. So we would have ito yung member BC. I mean AB pala yan, and then ito yung BC. And then yung hinge sa point A, di ba meron yung dalawang reactions. Merong upward saka horizontal. Draw ko na lang dito. AY saka AX. Ayan. Tapos, yung load dito sa NE, notice na yung reaction niya is paganyan. Parang upward and to the left. So, kapag lilipat ka na sa ibang member, sa member AB na kasi tayo, so for member AB, opposite na yung reaction niya to maintain internal equilibrium. So, dito pala, somewhere sa point na to, yung NE is mag-a-act na pa ganito. Ito yung NE. And then still, yung angle niya with respect to the horizontal, alpha pa rin yan. So yung distances pala, 4 saka 6, 4 going to the point of contact, then 6 going to B. So draw na lang natin din yan. 4M saka 6M. Sige, so sum up lang tayo ng moments about point A para masalin natin yung BC sa equation natin. So for BC, yung rotation na makukos niya about point A is counterclockwise. Minus BC, and then ano yung moment arm niya? The moment arm is equal to 8. Diba, na-solve na natin yan earlier. This vertical distance is equal to 8 kasi. Ayan, 8 meters yan. So, essentially, ito rin. So, times 8. And then, for NE, wag mo na i-component. Try to notice na yung NE, this is already perpendicular to the member AB. Lagyan ko pala ng point yan. Perpendicular na yan to AB. So, wag mo na siyang i-component. Automatic na yan, force times perpendicular distance na 4. But pwede mo siyang i-component, but yun nga lang, mas mahaba na yung solution. So, automatic na lang. Use the concept na lang na moment is equal to force times perpendicular distance. So, we would have yung NE magkukos ng clockwise rotation about point A. So, plus NE, and then our moment arm is 4. And then equate to 0. Check natin kung ano yung given. Allowable stress for BC is 50 MPa. Lagay na lang natin. Working stress. And then yung area niya is 100 mm squared. And then alam natin yung NE in terms of W. NE is 5/3 of W. So this would be, parang move natin yan sa kabilang side ng equation. BC times 8 plus NE. Kulayan na lang. Ayan. 5/3 of W multiplied by 4 equals 0. Ano pala to? Equals. Yan, na-move na kasi yan sa kabilang side. And then BC is equal to 5/3 W times 4. And then divide by 8 yung dalawang sides. So times 1/8. Therefore, BC is equal to, ano yan? 5/3 times 4 times 1/8. 5/6. 5/6 W. Move ko na lang to. Ayan. So, ito yung force ng BC. Diba? So, kapag yan yung force ng BC, then we can use stress equals force divided by area considering the given. So, we would have 50. Dito na lang, 50 MPa. And then equals yung force na kinikerry ng BC, 5/6 W divided by the area. Area is 100. Ayan. So, masusolve na natin yung W. So, this would be 50 times 100 then times 6/5. Reciprocal ng 5/6. So, 6,000. W equals 6,000 newtons. Now, naka-newton yan, pero dapat mass kasi. Diba, mass is in kilograms. So, kapag i-convert mo yan into kilograms, divide this by 9.81. So, M of the cylinder, MC na lang, is equal to 6,000 newtons divided by the gravitational constant, 9.81 meter per second squared. So this would be 611.6 kilograms. 0.62 na lang. And then kilograms. Ayan. So ito na yung sagot natin. Mass of the heaviest uniform cylinder.